Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my random gaming series. Today we're playing something a bit different. Transport Defender, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite clicker games. Now, most of the games in this series of random games, I like to do blind, where I've never played them before. I don't know what to expect. I like you guys to experience the game with me, you know. I like you guys to see it through my initial eyes, you know. Hopefully slightly better than my eyes, because I have terrible eyesight, but you guys know what I mean. But this game I've been playing for about 4 or 5 days now, and thought I would share it with you. Yeah, I've been trying to do cover a lot of the games that I have backlogged through Keymailer, but thought, hey, I will show this game off because I am really liking it. I am really digging it right now. So as you can tell, as you can see already, I'm not doing anything. I have been sitting here moving my hands around as I talk, but not actually controlling things. And we've got this really awesome spaceship down here, which, well, you can see that the guns, that the mouse does control the center gun. But besides that, you know, it's auto aim. So yeah, this is a clicker game, an idle game. To be honest, I like the idle parts of these types of games more than the clicking. The clicking gets tiring and boring, but yeah, just like the gradual progression of these type of games. I don't know why. I don't know why I like them so much, but I do. I really do. But this has been a lot of fun to play with. As you can see, it's kind of like makes me think of Space Defenders. Space Defenders? Space Invaders! Oh my word. I have slept 0 minutes last night. I should not be communicating at all with anybody whatsoever, so forgive me if I speak a bit incoherently. A bit more incoherently than normal. But yeah, it reminds me of Space Invaders, you know, where the only with, you know, way better graphics than and not exactly smarter AI, because they can't actually hurt you. You can't actually lose in this game, as you know, all clicker games. You can't actually lose. There's no fail state in them. There are boss fights, as a lot of the clicker games have, but you know, you have 30 seconds to beat them. If you don't beat them, you just go to the last fight, and it goes forward from there. Boom! You just saw a boss fight. So yeah, I was very powerful. I was able to move right on. Yeah, I'm really liking this one. A lot of these clicker type games, there's nothing wrong with copying parts of other games. You know, there's definitely nothing wrong with that. You know, Clicker Heroes, very big, you know, very popular clicker game, and which I like. I haven't played in a while. I still have it installed. I have started it up every now and then, just to you know, get my heroes on there, doing more things, but I haven't actually really, you know, played it in quite a while. But there's been several games that have done very similar games to that, or very similar, I guess, copies? Clones is the word I'm trying to think of. Clones. I guess clone would be the right word for it. There was Ragnarok Clicker, which was very, very, very similar. Even the similar-ish theme. Then there was Insanity Clicker, which has a very different theme, but the same basic mechanics of it. But this is pretty unique. I really like the ones that are different. There was one called Realm Grinder that I play. I still play it, you know, some. And it's very different. It was very confusing to me at first, but I really liked it after I got used to it. There was Crush, which I don't play anymore. I'm not super happy with it now, but I really enjoyed my time with it that I played with it because it was a very unique take on the uh, clicker slash idle game. So I like it when they come up with something new, and considering that there's a lot out there, it's it's nice to find newer ideas that I mean, they, these, this one does share, a lot of the basic mechanics of, clickers where you have different weapons. Uh, this is kind of like in Clicker Heroes where you have different heroes. These are different weapons that you have, and you level them up like that. And as you can see, I'm already a bit, I've already got all my powers, updated or upgraded to max. So yeah, for every like 5, then 25 levels, and then some 50 levels, you get a new little power up or buff like that. Increases damage times 3 for all weapons. I guess that stacks on all of them. I haven't actually read all this. Probably makes me a terrible player. So yeah, that does 3 times damage for all weapons. That does 6 times damage for this specific weapon. So, yeah, one thing I'm liking about this game is it does deviate from one thing. As you can see, there's this thing called cargo, and I don't think that this increases your damage per second. I don't believe it does. Let me pop up text again. Thank you. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about pop-up, it doesn't say anything about increasing your DPS on Clicker Heroes. I'm using that as an example again. What happens on it is you gain these, what do you call, what is the word for it? Hero souls? Souls? I guess that's the word for it. I'm not thinking of Dark Souls. I'm not getting confused. I think they're souls in Clicker Heroes too. But basically, for every one you get, that increases your damage per second. And of course, the more you keep on you, the more you hoard. That increases it furthermore. You can use those souls to buy new things that are useful, and that is the way you progress in that game. But you want to make sure to keep some there to have that boost. This, I don't believe the cargo does that, which I like because you have this cargo shop that you can do where you can unlock new weapons, which is definitely a must. Because I think past somewhere right in here, those are the last weapons you get normally. You have to use cargo to unlock those. Which of course is good because that gives you more damage, more, plus more abilities, more boosts, I guess I should say. So that's very useful. One thing I'm really enjoying is these features that you can do. Apparently there's over 200 of these features. And that's the part of these games that I really, really enjoy. I really enjoy the stacking, the incremental stacking of all these stats you can do that help boost your damage, which, boosts you forward in the game. And apparently there's like 100,000 sectors that you can get through. I've made it to 1,000. How the crap can you make it to like 100,000 sectors? So I like how you can just keep building up all the boosts to where you can get that far in the game. That's stuff I enjoy. Like, it starts off simple. Like, you spend 1 cargo, boom, you do more damage. As far as I can tell, I think that I'm guessing that just affects DPS overall. Yeah, I saw DPS go up there. This right here, you can each time you buy one, it boosts how much money you get every time. Like that. But then it starts, you get extra money per click. By buying one of those, get more money per click. I'm not sure what Overdrive does. Okay, well, I guess I could have just read it. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to this game. So it affects more active plays, is what it sounds like. Or maybe I think from the way it read, it just affects the main turret, the one that you can auto aim, is what it sounds like. But yeah, you oh, maybe it had that feature. I tried doing the auto buy. Maybe that's why it didn't do that. So let's auto buy 2. Now, is that buying levels for me? 1100. I was trying to mess around with this, and I wasn't able to get it figured out how to do the auto buy. Interval every 20 seconds. Says it's enabled. 1100 is what it is now. This isn't really something to do in a video. But yeah, this is stuff that would be fully you'd have to take care of yourself, but you can do like extra strategy stuff for it. Maybe I should do. Let me put 0. Max level for auto buy. Okay. So 0 for no limit. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. 1. Okay. Cool. And this is like most clickers where I believe, yeah, for every 25 levels you get extra, you get, 4.8 times DPS. So that means that once this hits 1125, this number gets multiplied by 4. For every 100, it gets times by 13. Man, it's crazy. I like it though. So yeah, that auto buy thing is a feature that you use this cargo with, and you get extra money from that, which that stacks with that. I'm assuming, along with these are your abilities. Here, let me go ahead and use them some. This one resets all abilities, so I use it last. Boom, unlocks the abilities, and then boom. Redo it again. Yeah, this adds extra damage. That not sure what Adrenaline Rush is. I bought the thing, but I didn't actually look at it. I'm guessing this is a percentage that you get extra money. So I'm guessing maybe 1% of the time you get an extra amount of money, When you might get like 1, it might be like a critical and you'll get like 10 instead of 1. Or whatever number would be relevant at that time. So, I don't really like math, but I do like incremental stuff like this. So, it's kind of one of those weird things where I enjoy math some, but only as long as I don't have to like do the math, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's one of the things yeah, this part is the bit that I'm really enjoying. And of course, the further you go, the more sectors you clear out, you get this locked cargo. And of course, as most clicker games, you have to continue to restart. So let's transfer the 683 cargo. And we start at the beginning. So you saw how crazy it looked. Now we get a second gun, which auto aims. So boom, like that. We're not going to have enough cargo to unlock the nyan cat, but we can unlock a new feature. What new feature did we do? So there's an 8 auto buy plug-in. Maybe if they're grayed out, maybe that means that they're not an active thing for us to do. Because we can, not something active. So maybe one of the problems I had was we couldn't do multiple ones. Maybe it had to be 0. Yeah, that one's leveling up, and I have not touched it. So that's cool. Here, let's set that one too. That one's level 4. So let's see if it'll start going up. Here, let's go through and click buy levels on all of these. Cause why not? So yeah, that is one thing that I'm liking about this, and it's a bit more strategy, I suppose you could say. Yep, the levels are going up. If that one just got bought, so as soon as I have enough money for this one, that one will be bought as well. And like I was saying, you can click to get some extra money. I don't think the clicking does damage. It don't seem like it does. Because I don't know why I'm going to be doing damage if you're just clicking like down here. So I'm guessing it's just the clicking for extra money. I think I can buy a new... Yeah, I can buy a new feature. What's this feature? Damage enemies on ability activation. So if I were to activate that damages enemies then? Okay, maybe that's saying that it... Percentage from total DPS, so... Is that saying that it's... that it does a damage from 0.05 of that? It don't seem like a lot, but then again, I keep leveling this up, it'll go up, and it'll eventually be double. You know, if I keep going up and it says 1, eventually every time, from the way it sounds, every time I do an ability, boom, it might do all the damage from that. And that did actually wipe them out, didn't it? Cool. Oh yeah, that one just got bought. Sweet. So yeah, that's I'm really liking this game so far. This was supposed to be kind of a short video, but it wound up being longer. I don't know why I'm surprised. One thing I like about this game is the color crystals. It's not an important thing, but you can actually let me buy those. You can actually you buy these color crystals, and you can actually change the color of the different weapons, and that's a pretty cool thing, I think. And yeah, one thing I do need to mention: this does have like the normal thing with clickers. It does have achievements, in-game achievements, that also help give you extra bits. Like if I were to transfer one more time, my damage here would be multiplied by 1.012, which doesn't seem like a lot, but all that does continue to stack up. And you know, there's it looks like there's 20 levels of this achievement, so the next one might give me, it might be transfer 16 times. When I transfer 16 times, it might be 1.2 times that it would multiply my DPS. And once I transfer like 5,000 times, it might be, for all we know, it might multiply the DPS by 10 times. I'm not sure. I have not gotten that far. It's going to be a long time before I get that far. So, what I like about these games is they give you a consistent way of, to progress. And that's just strangely satisfying to me. So yeah. It's pretty fun. It's completely free on Steam right now. I don't even know if there are microtransactions you can do for it. I know there's these things where you can, it's these little coins. You actually get 5 of them per day. I think that you get them like one every 30 minutes if you have the game open. Just open. You don't actually have to be playing it. I mean, I don't actually actively play this game, or many of these games. I'll have them running and I'll check on them every now and then, But you get these coins for every 30 minutes that you have it open. And I bought, what did I buy? I bought this. So all my damage got multiplied. So my damage used to be halved by that. And I believe if next time I have 20 of them, I can buy it. And it will double that. I think that's the way it'll work. I believe. My math could be wrong on that, but I believe that's how it would work. So that's just another way to do it, Yeah, it looks like you can buy the coins, so it looks like that's probably the way that they do the microtransactions and stuff. Try to profit off the game, which I don't have a problem with that. I always like to have the challenge of beating the games or seeing how far I can progress in the games without actually having to spend anything. Which I think if they're good, if the games are good, then you actually want to. You won't have to actually feel that pressure to progress. I have played one, and it'll only let you progress to a point before you have to spend money, and I was thinking that was really lame. They can make it super difficult, and I would have been okay with it. But they make it to where you actually have to spend money, and that I didn't care for. But this one, it don't look like that's going to be an issue. So anyway, that's it for the video. This went on like 20 minutes longer than I intended. I don't know why I'm surprised. I can't be concise to save my life. Seriously, if I had to make a speech to help disarm a bomb, I would just, I'd be like, well, sorry guys, we're dead. I can't make this concise. Which is probably why nobody will play Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. That's probably why. I should not buy that game. Nobody would want to play it with me. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you like this game, the link will be down in the description below. It's completely free. If you like clicker games, there's no reason not to give it a try. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next random game. Farewell.